in the booty.
Damn.
Oh,
This
that bottle.
this is surviving out here based off the.
Last night on the 5150 show, Corey Holcomb was not in a good mood. I mean, pause the tape. When is he ever chill? Yeah, he was straight up heated. And I get why. One of the sparks? A situation with Poetik Flakko. Shout out to Flakko. He's one of the better commentary channels out here on YouTube. I've been watching him rise, and he's been doing solid work. Here's the thing in this commentary game. We comment on people's mistakes. That's literally the job. So if you don't want to be on someone's news show or involved in situations, the move is simple. Don't give us attention. That's all. Don't say wild stuff. Don't get caught in messes. Don't make yourself a target. Because once you do, welcome to the commentary game. And unfortunately, Corey Holcomb, he's polarizing. He doubles down, makes enemies, doesn't care. And that's exactly how Poetik Flakko got involved.
Child get rocked back and forth to comfort and your mind goes to bedroom positions, you are a disturbed human being. Calling a child for doing things that kids do is disturbing. You are a disturbed human being. This is not normal.
So Poetik Flakko did something I usually don't do with Corey Holcomb. I mean, I knew about some of the issues, him saying questionable stuff about women, kids, and just wild comments. But as a fan of the 5150 show, even though Corey and I had some back and forth, I wasn't willing to put that info out there. Poetik Flakko, though, he went ahead and did it, and that's the point he's making. So let me roll what Flakko actually posted on his page.
Nothing no little girl do unless she has the urge to do things like that. She has the urge to be satisfied. But ain't nobody gonna pick the Corey bad. Corey bad. Everybody, Corey, did you hear what Corey said? The little girl took the bottle out of her mouth and he said she gonna be a yes. And if there was more men in the house, the little daughters wouldn't be walking around with things preparing their jaw for hustle. Her jaw is being prepared for hustle. And this was a little girl.
All right, let me break this down and give you some context after we roll this next clip.
A grown woman is next to Corey Holcomb participating in this. She says, oh, her teeth not preparing her for what? A baby teething makes you think about if you think this is the worst of it, nah, bruh.
So this is what Poetik Flakko is really highlighting. And hold up, because this part matters. He's saying Darlene and Corey Holcomb were discussing a very young girl, basically still a child, and putting her in a grown, sexualized frame that never should have been there in the first place. Listen to this. He's arguing that they were almost placing adult improvisational energy onto a kid. And while improv is usually reserved for comedy bits and characters, applying that type of lens to a minor crosses a line. Flakko goes on to explain that Corey's broader argument, even though it was delivered recklessly, centered on the idea of girls being raised without fathers in the home, coming from fractured households, and how that absence can influence their development. It was framed as dark humor, edgy commentary, the kind that's meant to provoke. But that's essentially the core of what Corey was attempting to communicate. But girl, this is where it shifts from uncomfortable to outright disturbing. And trust me, it only gets heavier from here.
I was living with this lady and her daughters crawled in the bed and I ain't have on
Yeah.
I was up under the cover.
Wow.
And I was like, oh And one of her
Tell
daughters
Mike,
was like,
rest in peace.
her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts.
What true thoughts can you not say about your 15-year-old step? What true thoughts are in your head about your 15-year-old stepdaughter that you can't say? And also, if you were naked under the covers, why did you allow her to crawl up under the covers?
All right, here's the breakdown. Corey Holcomb is saying that some young lady hopped into bed under the covers. He claims he didn't know she was underage and couldn't fully express his true feelings about what went down. Now, whatever those true feelings are, we don't know. Poetik Flakko is framing this as if Corey Holcomb is some quote-unquote predator. But let me be clear, I don't see Corey that way at all. If this situation happened, I don't know exactly what he did afterwards, but it's obviously a case where you're supposed to get out of bed. And yes, I get it. Some young women, 15, 16, 17, 18, might look older than they are, or might pursue older guys, but legally it's still off limits. I don't believe this reflects his real character. Now, does he say things he shouldn't? Absolutely. Does he sometimes say terrible things? Yes. Does he need a publicist? Definitely. Stories like this circulating online, even if he did nothing wrong, create bad optics, and people will take the worst interpretation. And because Corey Holcomb has a history of saying wild, nonsensical stuff, this will inevitably be used against him. That's why he's upset with Poetik Flakko. And last night, he took the opportunity to go off on him.
This name, I call him, the booty.
Damn.
Oh,
This
that bottle.
This is surviving out here based off the safety of cameras.
Then he would get worse.
This got a BBL.
Yep.
This thick like a in the South Club in South Carolina.
Okay.
This got a BBL. I'm like, what is this talking about? And he got a grandmama face. Yeah. So Corey, it's over for you. It's over for you. You don't know me. You just found out about me. I've been out here.
Then it got worse.
Out here with a BBL talking crazy to my man. It's all good though. Man, this got a BBL. Look this up. This thick like a like the Lane Branch who wear the medium top but the 4XL bottom. Get your ass out of here.
All right, let me break this down. Here's what I've noticed about Corey Holcomb and his roasting style. When he roasts someone, unlike when I saw Craig Smith roast Joe Budden, it's usually a classic roast. Funny, clever, not sexual. But Corey? Almost every roast has something sexual in it. You're either moist crew, bag Dora, or even when talking about kids, it's always XXX adjacent. Honestly, that's just stupid. It doesn't make sense. You're responding to someone, and the way you respond is with sexual jargon. Reality check? Corey doesn't need to respond to anyone anymore. Doesn't need to respond to me, doesn't need to respond to Poetik Flakko. It's not a good look. You need to mend fences with Darlene, with Craig Fax. Right now, you're not just creating problems for yourself, you're creating problems for them. Shout out to Darlene for coming back. That was brave. But Corey, you need to get back to being a comedian, having fun, being cautious about what you say, especially about women, and stop doubling down or threatening people. If you do that, your YouTube career can thrive. If you don't, you'll keep facing problems and stirring hornets' nests, especially with smaller channels you don't even know, clipping you, taking your content to TikTok and Instagram. Here's the bigger issue. You're focusing on the wrong targets. You're looking at lead attorneys, O'Shea, whatever, but not the person who dropped the video of you and Christina Payne, not the other actors causing chaos. And then there's Poetik Flakko. You call him thick and reference his BBL. Why sexualize that? That's just fueling the fire. Yeah, maybe you were drunk, Don Julio flowing, having a good time, but this doesn't help. Poetik Flakko is a strategist. He's not here to roast you for laughs. He'll clip your own words, pay someone to dig through your content, and hit you where it hurts. That's how people like him dominate. Here's the truth. If you go back and forth with someone like that, you lose. You can't beat yourself. You literally keep using your own words against yourself. People who clip and expose your own content without even yelling or roasting back, that's a whole different game. That's why going at Poetik Flakko or anyone who strategizes is way more dangerous than just doing a classic roast battle. Here's the thing. Someone with that kind of audience shifts the whole conversation. It tilts opinions because there are people in the middle, people who liked Corey Holcomb, but then they hear him say stuff like that and think, yeah, Corey Holcomb is too much to deal with. I didn't know he said that. I can't mess with him anymore. Maybe that could have happened 15 years ago, but now they're done. So guys, what do you think? Where do you stand on all this?